They are doing it. Yes.
Let me see.
Okay. All right. They are doing it, and this is how they do it. She's hurting a little bit. The first time she cried a lot, so we had to hold her still because she would try to kick him away, which could break his thing. Now she does hurt a little bit, but she's okay. She's just in pain a little bit. She's not used to it. She used to do it to our cat, thinking she was supposed to hump him from behind, when really it's the other way around. And little Louie figured it out. This is the 5th time they've done it. We are not going to let them do it again because she's little and we don't want her to carry that many babies. And we don't know if it took every single time, but if it did, that's 5 times. They always get stuck like this, and afterwards they get stuck together for about 5, 10, 15 minutes sometimes even. As you can see, the male is very calm. He just lets it go, and she usually tries to kick him away. As of right now, she's not trying to kick him away. She's just hurting. She feels like she's not in control. But she's okay. She's doing okay. We hold her and we love on her, and she'll lick us, and sometimes her tail will start wagging. But this is how they get stuck together. As you can see, they're not much difference. He's just taller. She's bigger around. Okay? It looks like he's bigger, but it's just he's taller. She's bigger around, though. He's skinny. He's not even a pound more than her. And hopefully we'll have some puppies from this. Anybody that is doing this, I suggest that you don't bring them around to the 10th day. And between the 10th and the 14th day is the best day after she goes in heat. You'll know she goes in heat by when she starts to have her period. And I really suggest that you don't do it to her second cycle. We wait to her second cycle. They're both the same age, almost 2 years old, and but I really suggest that you wait to the second cycle because that's just, to me, it's inhumane. You don't do that to a puppy that young because their first cycle can come within 8, 9 months, and that's just too young. She gets very aggressive afterwards, but she gets aggressive where she wants to play. Like, see her tails wag? She wags it, and then she'll lick you, and then she'll whine. But then they'll lick each other, and they love each other. They love each other. They're boyfriend and girlfriend. They have made it. At first, we had given up because we had him over here way too early, and she wasn't letting it happen. Come the 10th day, she started getting it on.
He took control.
He took control and started getting it on. So, as you can see, they are doing great, and I suggest to anybody that is doing this that you don't let them do it more than 4 or 5 times, because if it takes every time, that's just too many puppies for a little dog, okay? But you gotta realize it may not take sometimes. So, but don't let them do it more than 4 or 5 times, okay? And we're going to keep their eyes on them. As you can see, they're not much different, except he's a little bit longer.
Princess.
A little bit. He's not even a whole pound bigger.
Princess.
And this is Princess, and this is Louie. As you can see, they're still stuck together. They don't do it like you think they're going to do it from behind and stuff. That's how they start off.
He is penetrating from the back.
Yeah, you can see, because it goes up and down. But you can't tell right now because she keeps moving. But, eventually they will unlock, but you want to hold them still and hold them in place, especially the woman if she's trying to get away, because it could break his thing. And you don't want it to break his thing. It's very dangerous. You do not want her to break his thing trying to get away. And she will sometimes. Other times, they may just lay there and take it. But afterwards, she gets very aggressive and wants to play and do it again. So it doesn't hurt her as bad as she makes it seem. The first time she cried her eyes out, and we held her in place and held her feet from kicking him. And now she screamed the whole time. Now, as you can see, she's not screaming. She just whines a little bit, but she doesn't scream, and she ain't kicking as much. She's gotten used to it, and she likes it. And eventually they will unlock, but this usually happens. Yeah, it's getting ready to happen shortly. They will be unlocking, but it takes sometimes 5 to 15 minutes for them to unlock. You just got to be ready. So, and as you can see, yeah, he's not even a pound bigger than her. He looks bigger because she's laying down, but he's not even a pound bigger than her. You don't want to use a big dog, way bigger dog than the girl dog, because it could hurt her having babies. Okay? And see, as you can see, they get stuck together, and eventually they will come unstuck. But you want to hold her in place. That way, it takes, and she doesn't hurt him trying to pull away, because she can hurt him. She could actually break his thing trying to pull away. Alright? Don't bring them around to the 10th day. And the longer they're away from each other, like if you take a nap, bring him with you or her with you and keep them separate for an hour or two, because it seems like the longer they're away from each other, within that 10th and 14th day, if they're away from each other for 2 or 3 hours, as soon as they get around each other, they want it. And they go right for it. We were sleeping all night, and as soon as we woke up this morning, they started again. As of last night, they did it. Yesterday, they only did it 3 times. 1 time in the morning, and then 1 time in the afternoon, and then 1 time at nighttime. And that was after Angie had took Princess with her for the day. When she came back, they did it again. When I came home last night from work, then they did it again. And this morning, after we kept them apart, she went to her bed, and he went to sleep with us. We woke up this morning, they did it again. So it seems like when they're away from each other, it's better. It's like they miss each other more, so they try more. And
they've got to unlock soon.
They will. They'll unlock.
The longest.
Yeah, this is the longest they've ever stayed locked. But it does happen like that sometimes. You know. But you just want to hold her in place, because you don't want him to hurt his thing. Don't hold him, because he knows what he's doing. He knows if his stuff is hurting. So he's going to stand a certain way to where it doesn't hurt him. But you don't want her to try to pull away. You really, really want to hold her in place. And be nice to her. Baby talk her, love on her while she's doing it. That way she doesn't freak out and think something's wrong. And really try to break his thing. Alright. I'm going to show you a different angle. Let's see. He's standing up. She's laying down. And his butt's not moving no more. So they're unlocking. I think they're almost unlocked. They're not completely. And they're about to be, as he's pulling out, as you can see. I'm trying not to be too graphic. Sorry. But they will be pulling apart eventually. They've just never been stuck this long before. Usually it lasts only 5 to 15 minutes. They started. This is, the camera says 9 minutes, but they started before I was able to grab the camera. So it's been about 15 minutes now. And hopefully they will be unlocked soon. It's not like you think it is. He'll start from behind, but they will end up actually opposite of each other, usually. She just tightens up so much when they start. Oh, no. Oh, is he okay? And see, that's not good. He can't pull out like that. He can't pull out like that. Because that can hurt him. As you can see, he will leave juices, but he cannot pull out like that. Okay? He cannot pull out like that because if he does, he could hurt himself. Now we got to check him and make sure he's okay. All right? And for those of y'all didn't know, that's how it's done. And there will be a lot of juices from him. And she'll want to sniff them and all that stuff.
Came out of her.